In tonight's episode of Speedway The Inside Dirt, we have the Robertson Holden International Speedway for the annual Superstock Show Night Cup, where 94P William Humphries debuts his new car. We have some highlights from the last weekend meeting at Stratford Speedway, featuring the City of New Plymouth Modified Classic, the Stock Car King of the Mountain, and Superstock Best Pairs. We also head to the South Island for some sprint car action. We also learn about technical specifications between the 23 Speedway New Zealand tracks. But first, let's watch the debut of the new 94P Superstock of William Humphries.
How cool does that look, Dave?
That looks fantastic.
There's no body on this car, David. It's all carbon fibre panels. It's almost like a midget on steroids. Right, here we go. First heat underway. 10 laps for all of our Superstock races tonight. Justin Roberts gets the jump near an 85 and around he goes all by himself. So Clive Elliott and Graham Barr, the two experienced campaigners in the field, are out in front, and Barr clips Clive Elliott, opens the door a little bit there for Scotty Penn. Williamson goes in backwards, and look at this, William Humphries up into 6th spot from the back of the field, the 94P. Honking away there, he's got Brett Hislop challenging him up the inside as the car takes its first taste of the concrete there. Jack Myers just flies to the infield in the 88. Williams snuck into 5th spot there, the 94. As Jack's trying to find a way up the inside, Elliott rides up the side of the 95. Bingston now, great pass by Peter B, sending Scotty out to the wall. Looks like Graham Barr's going to get up the inside too. He does, so Penn moves back into 3rd. Humphries up into 4th, Hislop, Elliott, Rebecca Barr and Jack Myers. Clive Elliott's going backwards here. These young chargers coming through. As we're about to hit halfway through the race, it's still Peter Bingston leading it. A great pass by Scott Penn up the inside of Barr, and here comes Barr back though. This is going to open the door for William Humphries. He moves into 3rd. We've got Chris Collingwood spun up on the grass here in turn number 2. Oh, sorry, it's Justin Roberts, the 85 car. As Penn goes round. So Humphries moves into 2nd. A great debut for the new car, David.
Moving it along, he's not catching Peter, but he's certainly consistent.
I think Peter B's got the legs over him on this one. He's no doubt going to be happy sitting in 2nd. And remember, they haven't really done any setup on this car. It's all fresh out the box. Both of the bars in there, battling it out. Rebecca, she's got one over Dan at the moment, the 34 leading the 32. Back to Jack Myers in 5th spot, Brett Hislop. He's just lost a spot now to Chris Collingwood. And he's pulled to the infield with Bundy, the 9P. So that opens the door for Collingwood. We've got one lap to go with the white flag. Bingston leading it still. And I say he's going to pick up this first heat from William Humphries. Although Rebecca Barr, she's got the charge on. I don't think she's going to catch him though. But Peter B, he'll pick up the win in the first heat from William Humphries in the new car. Rebecca Barr finishes up in 3rd.
Okay, Heat 1 Superstock Show Night Cup is done, and Peter Bingston 58P takes the win. William Humphries 94P, brand new car off the back of the grid, comes home in 2nd place. Rebecca Barr 34P, she finishes up in 3rd and beats home Dad Graham Barr 32P in 4th. Jack Myers in his own car tonight 88P in 5th, and Chris Collingwood 947P rounds out the top 6. Fastest lap went to Peter Bingston 58P car 18.0683. Top of the South Speedway is located on Lansdowne Road, Appleby in Nelson. The track length is 354 metres with a width of 13.3 metres on the straights and 14 metres in the corners. Eastern State Speedway is located on State Highway 6 in Renwick in Blenheim. The track length is 422 metres with a width of 16 metres on the straights and 26 metres in the corners, with a clay track surface. Greenstone Speedway is located on North Tip Road, Cobden, Greymouth. The track length is 410 metres, with a width of 13 metres on the straights and 18 metres in the corners, with a clay and lime mixed track surface. Coken Woodford Glen Speedway is located on Doubledays Road in Kaipoi in Christchurch. The track length is 410 metres, with a width of 12 metres on the straights and 14.5 metres in the corners, with a clay track surface. Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge Ruapuna Speedway is located on Hasketts Road in Templeton, Christchurch. The track length is 406 metres, with a width of 11 metres on the straights, 17 metres in the corners, with a clay track surface. Moore Park Motorcycle Speedway is located on Whedons Road, West Melton in Canterbury. The track length is 320 metres, with a width of 10 metres on the straights and 15 metres in the corners, with a crusher dust track surface. Central Motor Speedway is located on Sandflat Road in Cromwell. The track length is 446 metres, with a width of 11 metres on the straights and 11 metres in the corners, with a clay track surface. Beachland Speedway is located at 130 Friendship Drive, Waldronville, Dunedin. The track length is 408 metres, with a width of 13.8 metres on the straights and 18.4 metres in the corners, with a clay track surface. Areti Park Speedway is located on Pitt Road, Otaratara in Invercargill. The track length is 408 metres, with a width of 15 metres on the straights and 25 metres in the corners, with a lime and crusher dust track surface. Riverside Speedway is located on Sandy Point Road, Otaratara in Invercargill. The track length is 402 metres, with a width of 12.2 metres on the straights, 18.29 metres in the corners, with a clay, crusher dust and lime mix track surface.
Probably one name that I'm going to get screwed up all season long will be the driver of the 6N car. For so long that has been Alicia McLaughlin. She went and got married and now she's Alicia Hill. We will do our best.
Well, she's also got a bigger power unit in that car this year, AJ. Remember, she had the smallest car in the field through her sprint car racing. Apparently she's gone up with the big boys now, so it will be interesting to see how Alicia Hill gets on.
Yeah, husband Alex, he's a super stock driver of quite some note, so it's all in the family there, isn't it? Here we go, folks, eyes down, watching, they've gone green. It's the Flying Farm that's going to lead them down through the Yukon Diesel Services Town Bend. Matt Honeywell leading the way in second spot. It is Nathan Astle slamming Sam O'Callaghan. He's already up into third spot, started off from grid number 8. So it is Matt Honeywell picking up where he left off. Second place is Astle in the Bassett Transport Machine. Oh, we've got a family feud down the back straight. That's father and son now. Tip a bucket of water over the two of them. We've got... I bet those two had the old Royal Rumble on the back lawn playing footy. Now they do it with sprint cars. Don't know whether one of the crews left one of those vaping things under it. Boy, there's some smoke coming out with the 78 car. Obviously not a problem because he is giving it plenty of stick. But all they can do is watch on as Matt Honeywell leads the way. He's opened up a good advantage. He's about 3/4 of the length of the straight in front of Astle in the ITM car. O'Callaghan, he's now right up onto the back bumper of Astle's car. A little bit of flame coming out. Here we go, though. Locked up. O'Callaghan, he saw the gap. He slides up into second. Honeywell just a little bit tentative as he tried to get by the 46 of Paddy North. The gloves on. Here we go. We are into the lap traffic well and truly. Thick and fast. Peak out traffic here at Ruapuna. And it is still Matt Honeywell leading right. He goes out wide. O'Callaghan. He is the fox on the prowl. O'Callaghan. He's got his nose in front of the 75 car. Started from grid number 8. time by. Honeywell still in second, Astle in third. Great drive from the 32 of Harcourt in fourth. Here we go, folks, white flag. One more lap to go here. The Finns Sprint Car SummerSlam heat number 1. And it's Sam O'Callaghan. It's all in front of him now, down through the Stadium Finance Prison Bend. And O'Callaghan is going to take out a very stylish win in that one. Sorry, in second it's going to be Honeywell. Third was Astle.
Small field of modifieds lined up for the City and New Plymouth Classic, where there was some class racing.
Bunter on the gas, he's on the inside, he's flying. He gets wide, Bunter pulls it down tight. Down low, here we go, here we go. Jacko, up comes Carl. All the go to the show meantime, Jason Callan out in the front. Lapping 15.0, these guys are flying, 15.0 for a lap.
After the third heat, 3 drivers were all tied for that third position, so a 3-way runoff was needed.
Oh, race now. Bunter on the inside of Jason. Bunter lights it up down the backside. Oh, Jason comes crunching back on the inside. Drive right through the inside. Bunter tries to crisscross him again. Jason 2 out of 2, 3, him still third.
Overall, 71S John Jackson took out the City and New Plymouth Classic, with Carl Hinton 24S in second, and then winning that 3-way runoff was 12S of Jason Kalin coming home third place overall. And then we have a couple of highlights from the midget class, one featuring 67S Tyler Robbins with that big rollover there. While in Heat 2, Dwayne Hickman, he done the double after winning Heat 1, follows it up by winning Heat 2, so a great run there for Dwayne, the 95S midget. Rosebank Speedway is located at 126 Partiki Road in Avondale, Auckland. The track length is 320 metres, with a width of 8 metres on the straights and 10 metres in the corners. Western Springs Speedway is located at 1 Stadium Road, Western Springs, Auckland. The track length is 428 metres, with a width of 10.8 metres on the straights and 16 metres in the corners, with a red clay track surface. Prestige Pools Waikaraka Family Speedway is located at Nelson Street, Onehunga, Auckland. The track length is 460 metres, with a width of 11 metres on the straights and 14 metres in the corners. Track surface is crusher dust and clay. Huntly International Speedway is located on McVie Road in Huntly. The track length is 380 metres, with a width of 13 metres on the straights and 13 metres in the corners, with a red clay track surface. Donald's Kihiki Speedway is located at the corner of Oliver and Grey Street in Kihiki. The track length is 400 metres, with a width of 12 metres on the straights, 17.5 metres in the corners, with a red clay track surface. Bay Park Speedway is located at 81 Truman Road, Mount Maunganui. The track length is 451 metres, with a width of 18 metres on the straights and 20 metres in the corners, with a red clay track surface. TWS Paradise Valley Raceway is located at 105 Paradise Valley Road in Rotorua. Track length is 365 metres, with a width of 11.5 metres on the straights and 13 metres in the corners, with a clay and lime track surface. Eastland Group Raceway is located at Awapuni Road in Gisborne. The track length is 389 metres, with a width of 11.4 metres on the straights and 14.4 metres in the corners, with a crusher dust track surface. Miani Speedway is located at Sandy Road, Miani in Napier. The track length is 400 metres, with a width of 8 metres on the straights and 10 metres in the corners, with a clay, sand and lime mixed track surface.
Stratford Speedway is located on Flint Road in Stratford. The track length is 380 metres, with a width of 10 metres on the straights and 18.13 metres in the corners, with a pupper track surface. Fastlane Spears Ocean View Speedway is located on Airport Road in Wanganui. The track length is 334 metres, with a width of 11 metres on the straights and 12 metres in the corners, with a clay track surface. The Robertson Holden International Speedway is located at the Central Energy Trust Arena on the corner of Cuba and Pascal Streets in Palmerston North. The track length is 431 metres, with a width of 10 metres on the straights and 12 metres in the corners, with a clay and lime mix track surface. Max Motors Wellington Family Speedway is located at 1039A State Highway 2 Timarua in Wellington. The track length is 385 metres, with a width of 12.8 metres on the straights and 13 metres in the corners, with a clay, lime and sand mix track surface.
Right, here we go. Shane Millsop on the pole position. And it's Chris Collingwood though that's going to get pushed to the front by Jack Myers. They're going to swing out the wall. Clive Elliott just nudges alongside Scotty P there. And he's held up by Justin Roberts in the 85. Collingwood gets served in the wall there by Myers. As does Charlin. He goes in as well with Clive Elliott. And Scott Penn is parked up down there in 3. Fires up. So Clive Elliott is still stuck down there in turn 4. But Jack Myers in the 88. Back in his own car this week, and he has it hooked up and humming. The PTS Logistics car out in front. Beanston chasing him down. Rebecca Barr sitting there in third. William Humphries still coming to grips with the new car. Sitting here in fourth. Graham now moves into fifth. Williamson in sixth. Collingwood has dropped back to seventh. Halfway point now. Jack Myers still leading it very comfortably. In fact, extended the lead on that lap in the 88 car.
Rebecca Barr sitting in third place at the moment. William Humphries in fourth, Graham Barr in fifth. Back to Michael Wilkinson.
Oh, Justin Roberts has gone around in the 85. And just to move out of the way of the field. Myers. Kingston now catching this time. William Humphries has dropped off the pace and Graham Barr looking for a way up the inside of Humphries.
He's looking for it, he's trying. Doesn't found the info.
Well, he's found a bit of drive up wide. Jack Myers though takes the white flag. Oh, Bingston, he got it all wrong there. Luckily Rebecca Barr wasn't close enough to pounce on the opportunity. Got a great drive from Jack Myers out in front in his own car there. PTS Logistics, GRD Engineering takes the win. Heat number 2, Show Night Cup.
Heat 2, and this time it's Jack Myers at the top of the table ahead of Peter Bingston in the 58P. Rebecca Barr 34, she settles for another third placing. William Humphries got that new car hooked up well, he comes home in 4th. Graham Barr 32P in 5th, and Michael Williamson the 39P, he rounds out the top 6 this time round. William Humphries, the brand new car, setting the fastest lap in that one, only at 18.9602 though, but still fastest lap of the race goes to William Humphries in the brand new car. This Saturday night at Top of the South Speedway Nelson, starting at 6 p.m, is the Superstock Stampede and War of the Wings Round 1. Supporting classes are the Youth Mini Stocks. This Saturday night at Koken Woodford Glen Speedway, starting at 6:30 p.m, is the Mainland Stock Car Team Champs, plus Super Nights. Support classes include Modifieds and Mini Stocks. This Friday night at Moore Park Motorcycle Speedway starting at 4 p.m. is the Sidecar Super Cup Round 1 and Solo Teams Racing. Next Thursday night at Central Motor Speedway Cromwell starting at 5 p.m. is the Valvoline Holden Trade Club Speed Week for saloons. This Sunday afternoon at Already Park Speedway starting at 1 p.m. is the 2019 Sidecar Super Cup. Support classes include solos, junior solos and peewee solos. This Saturday afternoon at X Factor Cars Riverside Speedway starting at 4 p.m. is a memorial meeting featuring the Rod McLaren Saloon Meeting. Support classes include street stocks, modified sprints, stock cars and sprint cars.
And Brownlee's another nice tidy lead down there through the Yukon Diesel Services. David Alan Chapman, right up running the wall of death down the back straight. Chapo moves up there into third spot. So it's Brownlee's Spooner, Chapman, Nathan Roberts, the 95 of Rayborn. He's here in fourth position. Our race leader, Jacob Brownlee's, is doing it and doing it well. Alan Chapman in second. Nathan Roberts, he's moved up a spot into third. Gene Spooner in fourth. Mean Gene Spooner, a guy that spends the winter time crunching people out there on the rugby league field. Summer, it's Speedway season, and we've got a change at the front of the field. Alan Chapman moves his way there. Track just a little bit slow and slick. Lap time certainly down. Looks like Matthew Levisich might have found some of the bugs. He's putting in some very tidy laps in the 78 car and starting to make some forward momentum. Look at Alan Chapman though. Gee, that's a 2-second off break that he has got over Nathan Roberts. Brownlee's coming under some real pressure now. Caleb Bourne saw the gap. He's the first of them to move through. Matt Honeywell hammering away. Honeywell currently sitting in that fifth position, right on the back bumper of Jacob Brownlee's. Because he got Brownlee's his first night of sprint car racing at Ruapuna. Matt Honeywell, very much one of the veterans. One lap to go for Harry. Continuing to impress in his return to sprint car racing, Nathan Roberts. Another guy devoid of experience in relative terms. It looks like the last corner challenge is going to come from Honeywell. Has he got the pace? No, Caleb Bourne is going to hang on to that third spot. So Alan Chapman takes the win. Nathan Robertson second, Caleb Bourne third.
A good field of stock cars lined up for King of the Mountain.
2-1, she's on the outside. Foot hard down, she's flying. Look at her go. William Hughes, Nick, and Nick down the back straight there, side by side on turn 3. What a battle!
And the first heat ended with a close battle across the line between the 99S of Will Hughes and the 47S of Damien Hindstand, while the current 1NZ Tyler Walker finished up in third place. In second heat, Tyler Walker started from grid 10 and by lap 2 was in the lead, and that's where he finished with the same top 3 from heat 1. Damien Hindstand coming home second once again, and Will Hughes in the 99S coming home in third.
Win for Tyler. Giving him out a chance. Round 2.
In the third heat, Tyler Walker, the New Zealand champion and defending King of the Mountain, got a lot of attention with the help of his Stratford Stormers teammates, was able to get across the line first. But that was until Speedway New Zealand deemed that he put 2 wheels over the pole line and disqualified him out of the race, taking him right out of title contention, giving the overall King of the Mountain Championship win to the 99S of Will Hughes. Damien Hindstand, 47S, finished up second overall, and the 517S of Mark Woods coming home in third. Now we're on to the best pairs for Superstocks at Stratford Speedway with defending champions William Humphreys and Blair Eulenberg. Looking to make it 3 in a row. Of course, William having his first run on the track in his new car. In Heat 1, William came home in 4th place in the 94P. And following him home, of course, was Blair in the 28S. So great start for defending their title. On to the second heat where William, he got to grips with the car and he came home taking the win, meaning that the pair of William Humphries and Blair Eulenberg had enough points by the end of round 2 to take home the title. They finished up overall on 105 points to take out the best pairs at Stratford Speedway for third year in a row. Second overall was the 61S of Zane Riddick and the 95S of Mike Kizzer. And in third overall went to 12S Simon Joblin, borrowing the Mark Phipps car, and Kelly Shearer in the 76S.
Action, we've gone green, it's Paddy North that's going to lead them down through the Yukon Diesel Services down bend. Alicia Hill tries to move up the inside, nothing was going to stick for her. There's still Paddy leading the way, the big boys trying to find their way through, a little bit hot and dusty. The 23 of Jacob Brownlee's, hasn't he gone well for a first night sprint car racer? Cool, calm, very collected, and Brownlee sitting there in that third spot. But Paddy North, he does lead the way. Alicia Hill, we could have a boil, because Paddy North, he is running away from. This is the sort of racetrack that often favours the underdog. Paddy's doing it well. Alicia in second, Caleb Bourne in third, Gene Spooner, he's up into fourth. Fifth is O'Callaghan. Brownlee's, he's just drifted back a little to sixth position. He's got Nathan Astle hard on his tail. So it is all about driving patiently. And at the half distance mark, Paddy North has shot them to pieces. First bit of lap traffic isn't too far from him. And that's Luke Witherell. O'Callaghan still stuck there in fifth. Just can't make any inroads to that advantage that Gene Spooner, who's sitting in fourth, holds. But keeping it nice and straight. That's the way you drive one of these slick tracks. It's blacker than Johnny Cash's hat out there now. And the first big challenge for Paddy North is in the form of Luke Witherell. Witherell goes out wide, Paddy's through. Boy, this could be a very popular one, but that's what the Vin Sprint Car Summer Slam is about. Making the big boys do some work. Lap 18, 7 to go. The Vin Sprint Car Summer Slam, first heat, or first round rather. And it's Paddy North all the way. Caleb Bourne still hanging on to that second spot. Jacob Brownlee's, he's just gone back through the pack a little as the race has gone on. Paddy North's put him a lap down. But in general, Brownlee's would have to be pretty happy with his first full-on competition night in the sprint cars. White flag time. It's Paddy North. Just one more lap to go. The North, he's going to take it out. If he can get round through the Stadium Finance Prison then, Paddy's going to take his first sprint car feature win. Second is going to be Caleb Bourne. Third, Alicia Hill. The Dockyard Ball still going on for the Minority. The dash for the line. Gene Spooner's going to take it out by half a coat of paint.
This Sunday afternoon at Rosebank Motorcycle Speedway starting at 12 p.m. is the Sidecar Summer Cup. Support classes include solos, junior solos, flat trackers and quarter midgets. This Saturday night at McDonald's Kiki Speedway starting at 5 p.m. is a King Country Sprint Car Champs. Support classes include sprint cars, midgets, TQ midgets, mini stocks and saloons. This Saturday night at Miami Speedway starting at 7 p.m. is the Hawke's Bay Stock Car Champs. Support classes include mini stocks, production saloons, street stocks, TQs and sidecars. This Saturday night at Stratford Speedway starting at 7 p.m. is the West Coast Stock Car Team Champs. Support classes include super stocks, modifieds and youth mini stocks.
Be there this Saturday night when the Corvettes, Camaros, Commodores and Mustangs hit the dirt and race wheel to wheel at the Robertson Holden International Speedway for this prestigious Manawatu Saloon Championship. If this wasn't enough, the fittest stock car teams race of the season sees the Palmerston North Beavers take on the Rotorua Rascals. Which team will reign supreme? And to add to the excitement, the return of midgets racing wheel to wheel adds to a packed program which also includes super stocks, stock cars, mini sprint sidecars and adult mini stocks. Make sure you're trackside to witness the action. Racing starts at 6:30 p.m. For more information, visit bnspeedway.co.nz. Be there.
This Saturday night at Max Motors Wellington Family Speedway starting at 7 p.m. is the GMR Demolition Derby in the Burger King Pro Dirt Super Saloon Series Round 1. Support classes include super stocks, stock cars, street stocks and youth mini stocks.
Right, super stocks down on the dummy grid for heat number 3, the Show Night Cup. Peter Bankston in the box seat, top on points and sitting on pole position.
He's on 25 points. Behind him, 3 on 22. Jake Myers, Rebecca Barr, William Humphreys. Then we go back to Graham Barr on 19.
Been off the back all night, but he's still sitting second on points. William Humphreys. Sit down in the chat with William about a new car. What's gone into that one? Keep an eye out. Thursday night Speedway, the inside dirt. Here we go, on the limmy they are. And it's Peter B, gets a good jump, but Jack Myers, look at that, straight to the pole line and they fish out wide. Charlin gets the squeeze to the wall. Peter Bankston, your race leader. Myers has moved up into that second spot. No, Rebecca Barr holds it. Myers back into third. So the 3 top on points along with William Humphreys, who is currently sitting in that 5th spot. William Humphreys. Remember, Rebecca Barr, Jack Myers and William all tied on points. For second, Peter B leading the championship. He's got a good 3-point buffer there. Leading this race. He's really known how to use the highline this season. And Michael Williamson's gone round in turn 1 and stalled it. And it's the 2 green cars leading the way. Peter Bankston and Rebecca Barr ahead of Jack Myers and William Humphreys. Now looking up the inside of Myers. The 2 Panther teammates side by side into 3. Suspension a bit soft on the 94, bouncing through the corner, and Jack Myers, as we've seen so many times, he hits that wall and puts the foot down. Rebecca Barr is going to try the same. Myers elevates himself into second, and Barr loses another spot to Humphreys. Oh, she goes in hard. We saw William Humphreys go in hard too. Oh, and the Humphreys racing, he's got the lights on the wing, the aerofoil is lit it up. Just like the superstars of the UK. Watch that 94 as he comes round. Crowd, have a good look at that. He's got the LED strips down the aerofoil. How cool's that, David?
That's different.
That's the surprise we've all been waiting for. I've been looking forward to seeing that all night.
That's a first.
So out in front though still, Bankston leading the way ahead of Jack Myers. Rebecca Barr doing a great job holding off William Humphreys. Then we go back to Graham Barr. Last week it was Graham Barr topping the Lucas Oil Series. This week it's going to be Rebecca's turn on the podium if she can hold off William Humphreys. She's got 2 laps to do it. Bengston still leading it. Nice and comfortably too.
Pulling away as well.
Jack Myers, the 88 in second. And I'm going to be picking that Rebecca Barr. Oh, as I say it a bit too soon, here comes William Humphries up the inside. It's going to be a drag race out of 4. He climbs over the bonnet. William Humphries almost goes over. Graham Barr moves up now into 3rd spot. William Humphries has got into 4th.
Didn't slow Rebecca down much though.
I'll tell you what though, it's enough for William to pick up 3rd in the championship as Peter Bengston crosses the line and will take out the Show Night Cup. Jack Myers in 2nd and 2nd overall. Graham Barr in 3rd. William Humphries in 4th.
So 3rd and final heat of Show Night Cup done and dusted, and it's Peter Bengston who takes another win, and that gives him the Show Night Cup for 2019-20. Jack Myers in 2nd spot, and that'll give Jack 2nd overall as well. Graham Barr comes home 3rd this time round, ahead of William Humphries, another 4th placing for him. 3rd overall on the podium for William in the brand new car. And Scott Penn, 77p, comes home in 5th. And Chris Collingwood picks up another 6th placing in that race, 947p. Rebecca Barr picked up the fastest lap with an 18.6327. So your podium for the Show Night Cup, Peter Bengston 58p in 1st, Jack Myers 88p in 2nd overall, and 3rd overall, debuting a brand new car tonight, William Humphries, the 94p.